from Star 92.5, 8:34. I knew the boy would make it.
Yeah.
Wait, shh. We got to be quiet.
Nothing wakes him up.
Oh, really?
Oh, my
Jay
God.
Mohr brought his infant son in here.
Yesterday it was the dog, and now it was his son.
So did the dog transfer into a human?
No, that's my little baby, Meredith Daniel, and nothing could wake him. He sleeps like a heroin addict. It's like,
I didn't know you were going to bring your kid in here.
He's nodding out right now.
He is.
Yeah.
You know, Bryan Adams singing Summer '69 with his first real six-string, and then after reading the Keith Richards autobiography, I realized the reason you play guitar?
No, Jimmy does.
Yeah. I
The
do.
reason you can't pick up a guitar, this has confounded people for years. If you go to Guitar Center and take a guitar up the wall and go to play like Start Me Up or Moonlight Mile, it just doesn't sound, you can't. And everybody goes, it's because they took, Keith only has 5 strings on his guitars. He took the bottom E string off all of his guitars. That's why it's so much easier
Are you making that up?
Jimmy
No,
knows.
he does. He has
That's
5
true.
strings, yeah.
If you take a guitar off the wall and want to do like, it won't sound like that.
Yeah.
It'll be like a weird, stupid sound.
Yeah.
And everyone for years have been going, Jimmy knows. They all go, they tune it up a half. It's always B. It's this. It's if you can't play sway. That's some crazy Mick Taylor.
Yeah.
Like Mick Taylor tuned it crazy. No, it's 5 strings. So your fingers are completely. He wanted to work less.
I did not know that. Well, if I have one less string, I don't have to work as hard.
Oh, hello, darling. I like that Keith Richards now decided to quit drinking.
Yeah.
It's like, Keith, you're 70. Now is when I need you to pick it up. You're rounding third. I want you in that home run trot. Don't quit now, stupid. You've been shooting heroin into your testicles for 40 years. Remember he fell out of a coconut tree in Jamaica?
Yeah, something like
Like,
that.
that's his bottom. You know, like in AA, they talk about hitting your bottom.
Uh-huh.
I don't want that to be his bottom. Like, it's a Bugs Bunny cartoon. You know, he fell out and like a coconut hit him on top of the head.
They
Like,
said
all right,
Acme
all right.
on it or something.
Yeah, and I don't want to be at like an AA meeting with Keith Richards and have him go, I knew I hit my bottom when I fell out of a coconut tree. And then I'm like, really? Because I used to grab guys' packages for Vicodin. That's your bottom? What are you, 11 years old? Did you rip your tough skins?
Yeah, come on.
Did you skin your knee, you jerk?
And I worry about people that have been an addict or have a bad habit for years and years, and then they quit, then they die.
Yeah.
That was Carlin-esque.
That was, wasn't it?
Wow.
Yes, and then they die.
Wow. F. Tucker. Tucker sucks. I'm also sick of guys named Todd.
Todd.
That's Carlin.
Yeah.
No, it's Carlin's whole thing.
Okay.
You ever meet George Carlin before he passed away?
No,
No?
but he was the greatest that ever lived.
We tried to get him on an interview several times, and he turned us down each time. I guess he'd heard the show.
No, he didn't like you. He
don't
said,
blame
no, I'm kidding. He used to say in the 50s and early 60s, guys always said, I'm a comic that writes his own material. And then he realized in the early 80s, I'm a writer who performs his own material. And when I read that in his book, I went, yeah, that makes sense to me.
Well, you get your book. How's your book doing?
It did well. They were both bestsellers.
Okay.
So.
Because you're a parent again, and I think you learned something the first time you were raising kids.
I'm way more better at the lack of sleep this time. Like, no, seriously.
Listen, when they stop taking naps, then you go, oh, because now it's like
My 8-year-old won't nap. He has like a mortal fear of taking a nap. I remember when he was like 4 and he was getting a cold and I wanted him to take a nap. I made believe I called all the parks and playgrounds. You like how I switched hands? Hold on. You like how I switched hands for my fake phone so that she had a cleaner had a cleaner shot?
Oh yeah. Always thinking, Jay. Yeah. You're always thinking. All right, stick around. More with Jay Mohr. More with Jay Mohr. See?
Oh yeah, I like it.
Coming up
every time. Well, what was her name? I forget. Was it Amber? April. That's my job, to remember that. Yeah. That was all ad-libbed.
Oh, God.
That was fun. That was my first movie. It's amazing what you can pull off when you don't know what you're doing.
You know what? My wife said, oh, you're having Jay Mohr on. I hate him. I say, why? Say, because he was terrible in Jerry Maguire. He was so mean. I say,
and then
that's a role, honey.
But
okay?
didn't she see Picture Perfect?
Yeah,
the world's nicest guy.
Then you're such a sweet.
What about The Groomsman when I played Cousin Mike? Hold on, you didn't talk to me for 8 years because you're a gay? Thanks, buddy. Hey, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
All right, bye-bye.
Top 5 Van Halen songs, go.
Unchained. I like Summer Nights.
Top Jimmy.
Top Jimmy.
You actually put a Hagar song in
Where
there?
have all
Summer
the-
Nights is good, though.
Where have all the good times gone?
Track 1 off of Diver Down.
Yeah. And, oh, no.
Least favorite album.
Diver Down? It's got little guitars,
Yeah,
though, man.
definitely.
Little guitars is
Oh,
tough.
here we go.
Yeah, there's so many cover songs.
Hot for Teacher.
Lone Star 92.5, 8:48 on the Bo and Jim Show. Jay Mohr is here. He's at the Addison Improv, and tonight is the last night.
Oh!
Let me tell you something. Last night at the Addison Improv was one of my... I was telling my girl on the way in, homegirl Karen from the Improv.
Yeah.
That was seriously one of the most fun audiences I've ever had in front of me in my life.
Way to go, Addison.
In your life.
In my life. I'm contracted to do 45 minutes. I was up there for like an hour and 15 minutes.
Wow.
I'm doing Harvey Keitel impression. I pulled everything out of the toolbox, man. I was like, they were so great.
See, he gives and gives and gives. You know, Van Morrison, when he does a show, he's contracted for an hour and a half.
And he does a half.
Even if he's in the middle of a song, a guy says, and he walks off.
Really?
If he's in the middle of singing a line in Domino or something, he walks off stage.
I heard he's not a nice guy.
I've heard that too.
Right.
But who am I to say?
Hey,
I've never been-
at what point did you go, hey, this is a great audience? And you
Early.
decide- early on. Oh, that's
Early.
good. Oh, that's good.
Like when I'm up there, you know what it is? I tell the audience, I don't pick on anybody. I never make fun of anybody in the audience. I hate that. I always think
Some comics, that's all they do.
yeah, and it's Bush League, and I
Yeah.
tell them, I say, you guys work way harder than I do for a living. I go, this is my job. People are smiling because I'm at work. And I can say stuff in my job that you can't say at yours.
That's
like,
right.
Like, what's with the blacks? Like, you can't go to work tomorrow and say that.
No.
They'll be in human resources in 2 seconds with your pants around your ankles.
That's right.
But I just said it, we're laughing about it. And plus, there's none here.
Well, I guarantee any black people listening go, say, man, that was funny, man.
Yo, you corny.
You called it.
But I said, I don't like when comics pick on the audience, and it's all, every day, it's always like, hey, what's your name? And the guy in the front row says Bob, and you go, how do you spell that? B-O-B? And then Bob's like, yeah, what just happened?
Yeah.
Did you ever spell it backwards, Bob? Bob's like, every day, you want to move it along? They're all looking at me now. Let me tell you something funny, man. I work at Napa Auto Parts. I clear $118 a week. You see this girl? I've been trying to sleep with her for 6 months. I finally got the stones to ask her out. She said, yes, I bring her here to see you. You're going to mess with me tonight. You're dead. That's my new name. That's right. I'm the guy that's going to knock you out the second you step off stage. You better do 4 days up there and hope I fall asleep in my cocktail, you jerk. And then I'm going to make love to you.
Oh, yeah.
And that's going to draw a crowd. 2 straight guys making love outside by the dumpsters.
Oh!
Not in a gay way. In
Oh,
a you
okay.
will never forget my name way.
No, you won't.
Have you been on an episode of Law and Order?
I was on Criminal Intent.
Yes,
yes.
Oh,
he
that's
was on
it.
Criminal Intent.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
You were kidding around?
No,
Oh, no. I did
didn't
the
know.
season premiere of season 10 of Criminal Intent. I played Charlie Sheen.
A Charlie Sheen character.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I played a fashion designer, Niall Bright. Names that are only written for television.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Niall Bright. And I just walked around. My first scene on Criminal Intent, I was more intimidated by that than I was working with like Pacino, Eddie Murphy,
Yeah.
Sean Connery, Ellen Burstyn, and all of them. It was because that's my favorite show. Like that's my favorite show. And my first scene was being interrogated by Gorin and Eames.
Yeah.
9:30 a.m. Monday. Just put him in the pit. Go
Yeah.
ahead. And he's doing his like, well, isn't it true? Like, doing his like Sherlock Holmes routine. And I'm just sitting there going, don't mess up, don't mess up.
No, yeah, what's my next line?
This is how I act. This is my acting school. Ready?
Yeah.
Not my turn, not my turn, not my turn. Go!
Brain,
Go, how'd you
don't let me down now.
how'd you get into character? I just memorized my lines inside and out, and then when they stop talking, I talk.
Acting 101 with Jay Mohr,
All right.
ladies and gentlemen, who is
Yay!
at the Addison Improv. All 2 shows tonight? What?
One show
One
tonight.
show, last
Hey,
show.
If we sell it out, maybe, we can add one.
Shut up. It's always good to see you, man. Come back
Thanks,
in.
guys. Thank you so much.
And thanks for bringing your child. He did not make a single peep. the
I
whole
couldn't
time.
wake this guy up if I tried. My wife holds him. He's awake all day. He's infatuated with her, as he should be. She got the boobs.
That's right.
Right now, here's Randy from the Toyota McKinney Traffic Center.
Slow go in Fort Worth, I-30 westbound between Brentwood Stair and Bridge Street. Arlington stacked up I-30 eastbound between 360 and Northwest 19th Street. Dallas has a nasty crash blocking the HOV.
He's
and
pulling a
left
Bobby
lane
Lee. Watch out.
of LBJ eastbound to Skillman has you slow from Forest Lane. If I miss something, please call the Total Traffic Tip line 214-866-8888. Get out of here! He just touched my junk. Get out of here!
Oh!
That's a look at Lone Star Traffic.
But you're so cute, Randy.